everybody, it is Coco here. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel if you guys are newer. It has been a minute. I am getting over COVID. If I sound a little funny, that's why this has kind of been the first day that I've kind of felt like my voice is good enough to record, but still might not be at 100%, so just roll with it. Like I said, I got COVID like right before Easter, so that was really unfortunate because Easter kind of got canceled for me, and Easter is one of my favorite holidays, so that was kind of sad. But while I had COVID, I was definitely on eBay a lot more than I should have been. And for those of you that have requested I don't know what to call it yet, like a shopping guide to buying Schleich on eBay kind of thing, like a little guide to like help people navigate the market when it comes to buying a lot of vintage and retired Schleich models, because I have a lot of experience with that. That is coming very soon. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on while I've been down, and of course, not in my usual setup. My filming room is the room actually next door to this one, but while I have been sick, it has kind of become like a catch-all for everything, and it's just an absolute disaster in there. My setup is not, like my setup with my models and everything is just not, it's not looking good right now, and I have not had time to clean that up, so that's why I'm in my guest room, because it's always clean in here, and it's just very like nice, put together, calm. It feels good to be in here, that not feeling stressed by all the mess. So that's the change in location. I don't know if you guys have seen this room before. It is a guest room, but kind of off to this side. I have a lot of like shelves on the walls with like antiques and things like that, because I do collect antiques and vintage beaded purses. There's like a lot up here, but I don't know, maybe you can see that one right there. But I do like to collect other things besides Schleich, so a lot of that stuff's kind of like in this room. But yeah, let's get on to addressing the elephant in the room here. Like I said, I was on eBay a lot while I was sick, and an opportunity kind of presented itself to get this for a really good deal. For those of you guys that don't know, this is, I believe, like one of the first like horse stables Schleich ever made. It came out in 2000, so it is vintage. It is the wooden stable. I think that's just what they call it, wooden horse stable by Schleich. Like I said, it came out in 2000, and it is wood. Like this is, it's sealed, but it is, I guess the roof is stained red, and this is just like sealed wood, and it's very sturdy, I will say. I had one of these when I was younger. Like I said, it was the only stable Schleich had for a long time. I think they came out with the big 4-stall kind of plastic version that a lot of people have. I think they came out with that around like 2014, 2015, and that was about the time that I had to stop collecting because I was going off to college. So I used to have one of these. Mine was not in this great of condition though. I was like missing, I think, a couple of doors. I definitely did not have these. These fall off real easily. And I think my little tie bar there was broken. But yeah, so I was able to snag this for $50. So it was a really good deal, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. So I got it. And I have been working on building my own stable. That's been a work in progress since like last September. And I just can't get around to finishing it. I've finished like all the exterior, the doors, windows, everything. It's just the inside that has got me on a pause, and I'm kind of stuck with that because it's a really ambitious project, because I want to have like sliding doors and everything, like how I did the sliding doors on the exterior, and it's just it's taking some time and I just can't dedicate time right now to just jumping in and getting to it. It was the holidays, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that. My anniversary with my husband is in January, so things just get like pushed behind, and then his birthday is in February, then it's Valentine's, but now it's like the spring, summertime, so I'm hoping to be able to jump back into getting that finished this year. Hopefully. It was kind of one of my resolution things I wanted to get done this year, was finish my custom barn. But for now, I have this, so I'm gonna change my setup out to put this in my setup and have my custom barn kind of off to the side, and maybe having it not be part of the setup will kind of make it make me feel more motivated to like work on it, because I don't have to like take things apart and move my setup around, like my table that I have like, you know, my grass and everything on. So for now, we've got this. It's not the most ideal thing. I'll show you guys the inside in a second for those of you who have never seen what this looks like in here before. It has a little piece that kind of pops off that makes it easy to kind of dig around in here, but the stalls are really small. That's something that's nice about the newer like plastic one that they make. They made like the big like box stalls where they're kind of like squares. These are, I mean, you can kind of see like there's 3 stalls, so like the 3 Dutch doors are kind of into the stalls, and you can kind of see the distance between them is a little narrow. These stalls are like very narrow. Like you can put a model in there, but you can't like turn it around. Maybe a pony, but models that are really long, like Cash there, like his tail kind of like adds to the length of his model because he's kind of spread. You have to put him in there like diagonally, so it's a little kind of, you take what you can get kind of thing. But I'll show you guys the inside in a second. But that being said as well, it's very 90s, early 2000s for those of you that know. Very strong with the primary colors going on here, and it just doesn't really match my aesthetic, my vibe, kind of, you know, if you want to say it like that. So I am going to customize it a little bit. I've got the handy dandy spray paints here. So my plan is to kind of, let me take out the door. Everything comes apart super easy. I think I'll post like a short of me like putting it together, taking it apart or something. But basically everything that is blue, like all of the windows, the trims, the interior stable pieces are blue. So everything that is blue, I am going to spray paint it black. And then everything that is yellow, I'm going to spray paint it this like beigey, taupey kind of color that should hopefully match the wood pretty close, like the wood of the walls, to kind of like make it look a little more cohesive. And then just looks a little more like modern, a little more like clean, kind of how I like things to look. Like my color scheme for my barn that I was making was going to be, the exterior is green. It's really beautiful. I love green. All of the trim work is black. And then on the inside, it's like some wood floors, and then the walls, like I wallpapered it, and it's like a light blue. It's really pretty. And then all of the stall walls and stall doors were going to be white with black trim. So just like really like clean. Yeah, this just doesn't do it for me. So everything that is blue will be turned black. And then it's a little ambitious, but I think these parts right here that are supposed to be kind of like the metal rivets or whatever, I might paint those black as well, or like maybe make them like silver or something, like a little like weathered like tin kind of looking, maybe something like that, just to kind of like give it a little bit more dimension. But you know, I might make some people mad with me, you know, changing it up and, you know, not keeping it to its original integrity. But I bought it with my money. I can do what I want with it. that's the way I see it. And I don't intend on, you know, getting rid of it. You know, I will potentially keep it the way I will keep my the rest of my collection. The only reason I was not able to keep my old one that I had, even though it was broken, I still used it. I mean, it worked fine. You know, it was all we had back in the day, unless you made your own. But my mom made me get rid of it, so that was kind of disappointing. I was able to keep my horses, thankfully. Like I packed, if you saw like my very first video like months ago of me unpacking my horses, that's kind of, you know, when I went to college, my parents sold our house, so I had no choice but to take everything I owned with me to college, which really sucked. Trying to fit everything that you own in a dorm room because your parents were selling your house and they were not able to store things for you. So all I was able to do was save my models, and thankfully my grandparents stored them for me, but I don't know if it's a little big, so I don't know. I mean, it folds kind of nice. I probably could have packed it away, but just at the time, I was really overwhelmed with everything, and I just had to downsize to the best of my ability. But redemption time. We have it here. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me through the process of customizing my barn, kind of accessorizing it and everything. I have all these little accessories here that I've saved that are supposed to be for my big barn whenever I get it finished. I have a few videos back of all this like cute little stuff that I got 3D printed from my model horse. she's amazing. Go check her out if you guys want to order anything from her. Little bridle racks or halter rack, you know, things like that. Just like, so I'm just gonna try to, you know, make it look a little cuter. These little automatic drinkers or whatever. I intended to like glue these into my barn when I'm finished, but I'll probably just take like a little mounting putty and just try to like mount them up in there. I did have these hay racks, but there's not really a place in here to attach these because the stalls are just so small. So I do crochet. This is kind of just like something I was messing around with, crocheting like a horse blanket. It's meant to be for like a draft horse, but it's kind of cute. But I might like make like a looser stitch and like try to make like a little hay net thing. I don't know. Try to do something like that instead of having like a hay rack, because I have these like little S hooks. I'm probably holding it with my big fingers and you can't see it. It's like a S hook, you know, it curves, so like I could hang it on like the rail and hang like the little bag from that. But yeah, just like all these like cute little things I can put in there to just try to make it a little more personalized and a little cuter. Because I know like the newer Schleich barns, the big plastic ones, they come with like little, you know, drinkers and, you know, little racks and things like that. But I don't know, I could have got one of those, you know, but this one just kind of has sentimental value to me because I did have it when I was younger, and they're very durable. I mean, this one is what, like 26 years old, I guess. So, I mean, they do last. So that's one nice thing about having it. And it comes apart like really super easy, folds flat really nice. Everything is super durable. I mean, gently, you know, using it. I mean, you can break things. I mean, like I said, I had broken doors and things on mine, but yeah, I'm really excited to tackle this little project right now. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long, just a little, you know, painting, zhuzhing up. It was really bad weather for the past few days, but it's really nice and sunny outside now, so it is perfect time to start spray painting. So let's get into it. Just going to show you guys real quickly before I take everything apart what it looks like on the inside. So you can kind of see Jake right there. There's the 3 stalls, and then these double doors that open up on the side there, so you can kind of like come in from the side or come in from the front. But these stalls, let me get him in the middle one. These stalls are very narrow, so you can see he kind of, that's about as much room as he's got to move around, and then this little like pass in the back, you know, once, you know, where he's supposed to go now. So yeah, that's the only thing about that. And then if we get, let me unhook them here. These hooks are too good. There we go. A horse like Cash, like I said, he's a bit longer. Yeah, he kind of has to stay diagonal like that because he can't be straight, because then he's like, you know, he's rubbing and you don't really want him to rub. Oops, I knocked over that girl, sorry. But they do look really cute. Open your door, Jake. They do look really cute with the little Dutch doors. I do like that. But yeah, it's just a little small. So if you did try to have like a mare and a foal in here, that's very tight. I think the ones that I was making, my stall size was kind of planned out to be like 7 inches by 7 inches, and this is probably like 5 inches by 4 inches. I think the Schleich one, the plastic ones, the stalls are like 6 inches by 6 inches, so it's just like a little bit more room to, you know, have the models turn around and not look like they're in a little sardine can. But there's like a little bit of space over there in the corner that you can, like, you know, put like a saddle stand or like a little accessory or something. I don't know. We'll see. And then of course you've got this little corner in the back there. I don't know. We shall see what happens. It's not configurable. You kind of have to put these where the marks are on the floor. You could like remove a panel and have like a big stall, I guess, but then, you know, you lose out on the capacity of the stalls. So I don't know. We'll just kind of see how that goes. Okay, here we are outside. It's a little windy, which is not ideal. I got in a pretty flat spot in the yard, and I've got all the blue pieces laid out. The other ones is over there. I think I'm going to start with the black because, I don't know, I feel like black is just a little more forgiving. And the good thing about these as well is if I do change my mind, these are solid plastic. They're not colored plastic, so worst comes to worst, I can just soak it off with acetone if I change my mind. It's not the most sunny day. The sun comes and goes, but hopefully that doesn't affect the drying time too badly. I've got all day. I washed them all really good yesterday, so hopefully, well, then that one doesn't look very good, but just ignore that. But I washed them all pretty good yesterday. They were all pretty dusty and dirty, but hopefully they paint over just fine. The love bugs are also really bad right now this time of year. But yeah, so I'm just going to get to it. This one's almost empty, but I got my backup right there, and the wind, which way is the wind going? Okay, I think it's coming towards me. That's not good. We'll see. We'll start over here. Let's test it out. Okay, here it comes. Oh, here comes the sun. Nice. Oh, wow. I like the black, you guys. Don't want those touching. Come around here, make sure they're coated. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and then we'll do the other side. Hey guys, quick update here. Ended up being a disaster of a time with the spray painting, so I didn't get more footage of that. It started raining, there was all kinds of other complications, so I was having to like do it on my porch, and it was just like a whole thing. And then of course, because it wasn't in the sun, I had to wait like hours for it to dry in between like flipping sides or whatever, so it just ended up being like a whole ordeal, but everything colored really well, especially for like the black stuff. Sorry, I don't have like my light in here. I took it back into the other room earlier, but it looks so good with the black. Really like that. Turned out like a lot better than I thought, and I ended up coloring the doors. The only thing is with the doors, it is a little more like cool toned than I was hoping. I was hoping that color was like a little more closer to that color. That's kind of what it looked like on the lid, but it ended up being a little lighter than it was advertised. The only other color I have is this like brown, it's called nutmeg. Even that, it would at least be like a little more warm toned. I don't know. So I'm gonna sleep on it. This one was really hard to color because I kind of had to do it like in sections, because I had to like turn this thing and then get it, and you can still see like a little bit of yellow, but I don't know, because yeah, I really don't want to have to like color that one again. So I don't know if I'm gonna like go with it and just like leave it this like taupe color and then just like paint on the details like I planned, or and I'm just gonna paint the whole thing again. I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it. It's late. Painting literally took me all day, but it was worth it, if I do say so. Because with against the black, yeah, it just like stands out a little more than I was wanting it to stand out. I don't know. I might do the nutmeg tomorrow. Paint it that brown because it's just not coming out. I wanted it to look a little more cohesive, not so contrasty. I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it and then come back in the morning. Okay, update really quickly. I thought about it for a little bit, and I think before I just go straight into the brown, I'm going to like spray some spray paint into a cup and mix these two colors. Like mostly use this same color, but I think I'm gonna try to use a little bit of this to see if I can kind of like get a little bit more of like the warm tone. Hopefully it'll match a little better, or at least just look a little darker. I'm not going to use acrylic paint because acrylic paint will scratch and rub really easily, and this is more durable because it's like a paint and primer. So I'm going to try that, but I'll have to brush paint it, of course. It's worked for me in the past. We'll see if it works this time. So updates to come. Okay guys, quick update. I have one of the doors here, and as you can see, the old color and the new color. Couldn't really record the process. I had to work really fast. Yeah, that's the old color. I had to work really fast because it is spray paint and it does still dry pretty fast. My brush stroke work could have been a little better, but I was trying to hurry. But yeah, that color match. It looks a lot better than it was looking before, because I have not done the other sides yet, but that's the before, and that's what we're working with now. Is it perfect? No, but it's a little more like, not so cool toned, a little more neutral toned. I like it a lot. I just need to do the backs of the doors now, and then these will be black, like the rest of everything. So I'm really excited. It's really coming along. And then yeah, after I finish all that, just have to put everything back together, you know. Put the doors back on, and yeah, I think it's gonna look really, really good. I'm excited. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish that up and then show you everything all put together. Hey you guys, Coco here with a quick update on what's going on with my barn project. They turned out so good. A lot better than I thought. I always underestimate myself, but then I always surprise myself. I underestimated though my paint or my tape job before I painted the black, because I painted it by hand and a lot of the black bled over. And then on some of them, you kind of see right there a little bit, the painter's tape ripped out some of the door paint, which just really sucks. But I painted the little divots on the doors silver, so they look really good. I'm just leaving this under there just to keep the black off of the door wood, just to make sure it's like super dry before. But yeah, they're looking so good. So I do not have any more of this color, unfortunately, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is get all my acrylic paints out and do some serious paint mixing here and really try to color match as best as I can. So that's the plan. Sorry I haven't really been recording a lot of the process. I just it's just easier for me if I just do it and then kind of show you guys afterwards. It's just painting, honestly. I just took the black spray paint the same way that I did the wood color paint, and then just sprayed it in a cup and then just painted it with a paintbrush. I could not find any black acrylic paint because I thought I had some. I would have used that. Probably would have been a lot easier and less messy, but I made do with what I had. So now I just need to touch up some of the places and then I can put it all back together. I'm so excited about that. Okay, update. Got all my acrylic paints out. Been mostly using this one. And I put a touch of this one, but it just ends up being like a little too dark. I keep adding some lighter color and just a little more white. Light in here isn't good for filming, but if you can see kind of right there, it's just like a touch, like a hair too dark. So I don't know if I just need to go in like with this color straight, because the thing about working with like acrylic paints is they always dry like a touch darker than they do look when they're wet. So this color might be perfect on its own. Like I mixed it with this warm brown shade. Pomegranate juice back here. Pomegranate juice, guys, I swear. I thrifted these glasses and they're fancy. But I just wanted to like, I saw it in the corner on the viewfinder. But I don't know, I just picked this one up here. You can just kind of see, I mean, some spots got a little messed up. So this is crackling. This happens when you paint with spray paint. Sometimes when you do the layers a little too thick, so some of the places do have crackling. Like from a distance it's not too bad, but then because of the crackle, the paint also like pulled up whenever I pulled the painter's tape off. But I don't know, you guys, like it looks good. See, there's some more crackling right here on this door. From a distance, like, oh, they look perfect, but like really up close, it's kind of looking like a little bit of a botch job, not gonna lie. So I don't know, I'm feeling a little conflicted. I do not regret, I will say real fast, I do not regret what I've done. I think I like this a whole lot better than the yellow, but I just wish I would have chose a different method at this point, because it's just, I don't know, it's just causing a lot of problems. I don't know if I should just give up and leave it as is, because like I said, from a distance, things are looking okay. This is like my little test corner right here, because this door just like really got messed up with the crackle. So I just kind of planned to like have this door always open so you couldn't see the mess on the front. But my little test corner that I keep doing, it just doesn't look right. And I can see this one had a lot of bleed through with the black. I don't know. I also think that like the I think this is kind of flat, and I think because the spray paint was satin, that's also throwing it off a little bit. But I think like the color match is just not coming out, so I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should. I've not gone in with white yet, like with the mix. I've been a little afraid to go in with straight white, but the white is satin, so I don't know if that might like, I don't know, make it a little more cohesive with the finish. Because I feel like when the light shifts, you can just really see the flatness of the acrylic paint. And maybe the shade is okay, but maybe it's just the flat that's throwing it off. I don't know. I'm not really an artist, so it's kind of where I'm at this point, at a crossroads. I'm not sure whether I should just leave it or if I should just keep trying to mess around with it. I don't know. I'm not liking how it is so far. I don't know if that's my perfectionist tendencies or if I'm just it just looks unfinished. I just have no idea. I don't know if it's me or if it's the paint. So I think I'm just gonna leave it alone for now and think about it some more. Okay, you guys, I put it all back together. I think I am done. I really like how it looks. I think it came out really cute. The side door over here. I got everything. I left the roof off, but I got everything put inside and set up. So I just took this putty stuff that I use. It's like a little non-permanent fix, so I can like, you know, take it off later. But I got the little drink things in all the stalls. I put up that little bridal halter rack. I got a little feed buckets in there. Got the little cabinet over here. And I put these hooks on all the stalls. And then I kind of made, just like played around with this. I crochet, so I like crocheted these little like net things, I guess. And now it doesn't want to hang back on there. Whatever. It's not the cutest, but it works, you know? I've been saving that, like, little, shaving hay stuff for, like, the longest time. I also have stuff to like put in the stalls, but I'm not gonna do that till after I move it. But I think it looks so good. I am pleased with how it came out, and even with, I'm just gonna like set it, even with the red, I think it looks cute. I'm very happy with myself. It might not be perfect, but I like it a lot better than how it looked before. I think it's just a lot cuter. So I'm going to put the roof back on and everything. I'm gonna film a quick little overview for some shorts, and then we're gonna move it into where it's supposed to go and put it with the main setup and take out my other barn. So we'll do that in a second. Okay, back into the main room. So this is like, ignore that. I also have other stuff in here. And then just quick little, isn't he so precious? Anyways, I got distracted seeing him over there. So this is the table that I normally film on. As you can see, this is the one I have been working on, but I just have yet to finish the inside. And it kind of just becomes a catch-all. I've just got like blankets, extra horses, all kinds of things in here. So we need to get this out, and then I think that like the new old one is about the same length, but it's obviously a lot shorter. So I'm thinking to have it along that wall. That way you could still use those little side doors that it has, and kind of still have the same setup with the wash stall or whatever beside it. But I think I'll have like my round pen in front of it. I don't know. And then have like a bigger paddock on the side. I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of my thoughts for right now. Okay, I did the swap. Brought everything in here. I really like how it looks this way, but when I film, I want you to be able to see the front. So I'm definitely going to have to like rearrange everything, rearrange all my little plants and everything. So it's going to take a second. I might put the tripod up and just kind of let you guys time-lapse watch as I move everything around. But yeah, definitely about to get like a whole big rework here. I wanted to show you guys this too because I didn't really show it in an unboxing or anything, but what does it say? It is like a Schleich round bale. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. Bring it into the light. But yeah, I got it on eBay for like $10 because I got this from my model horse. She does like 3D printing with like horse things, and I thought it was really cool for a paddock, but I had like the small bales in there. But that one just looks like so much better than just like sticking a bunch of those in there. I think it was part of a set where like Schleich made like a pasture feeder ring like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show that real quick, but I'm about to redo all this real fast. Here, and I'm having trouble trying to fit this in somewhere. I don't want it to like block any roadways for my little side by side. He's lost his hat. Oh, he's holding it. It's in his lap. But yeah, because this is like, you know, they need to be able to like get back around here, unload stuff out of the back. This comes down, that's what I was trying to do. Well, it does. Make a liar out of me. Okay. You know, be able to like unload stuff out of the back. So, I think I'm gonna put the paddock back like it was, and then just continue to have the round pen like that, which sucks because I just moved all these little plants, and every time I move them, these little dried flower things just shed. It's really annoying. But, whatever. That is what it is. So I'm going to move that back real quick. Terrible, I should have taken a picture. I feel like it's this that's throwing it off. I took it away and then I put it back. Why did I put it back? I don't know. I think it needs to be like this. Yeah. So that the round pen can go back here. I don't know. But, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I like having this open for, like, filming and everything because, well, this isn't, but, you know, I like to be able to have, like, the background and everything. But I just don't, I don't know what to do. I want to be able to have the round pen, but I don't want it here. And everything I was doing, it ended up having to just be back there. See, I think this is why I had the stable turned. But I really want to be able to utilize the side. I think I'm just going to leave it like this for now. Film an outro. But let me know, like, if you had to set up with this size table, like, how would you do it to where you could have, like, a stable, a paddock, and a round pen, and an outdoor wash area? I just feel like that's what's hurting me is, well, what currently is, I just don't know where to put this. All this stuff needs to go back in the drawer. But yeah, I just don't know where to put this. I'm probably gonna get rid of these. I like that better. But yeah, got the car. I just don't know where to put this. Okay, I went to go do something else for a little bit, came back, messed around with it some more, but I think I finally have everything pretty good. Like, enough to where I feel satisfied with that, because I just really wanted to keep the main area opened. I put a bunch of little critters everywhere. But yeah, I think I like this a lot. I feel like it'll be more spacious this way, and it just looks really cute. I really like, you know, this shot right here, kind of everything being pretty close together. But yeah, I think I am done. Here's the new stable. Well, the new old stable. I like the modifications a lot. I think I did a good job. You know, it might not be perfect. You know, I messed up the paint a couple of places, but I think it looks cool. I think it's gonna look really nice in the setup, and I'm excited to film some stuff with it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got inspired to kind of DIY, you know, things on your own. I know people take the newer Schleich barns and they, you know, paint those as well, you know, if you don't like the roof or whatever. So yeah, just get creative and make something your own. But that's it from me now, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.